And welcome to part 11 of our ActionScript calculator. We'll be finishing this tutorial. Yes, we'll be tutorial with a working, fully functional calculator after 11 tutorials. This is Abraham, and it's time to create functions. Now, if you remember last tutorial, created a user input conditional. And once we have a second number, it's time to find out the result. We already have two numbers, so we're ready to process them. Take number 1, apply a operator to number 1 and number 2, and find out the result and display on the window. And that's the show calculation function. We are defining the function right now, and the function is called only when there is a second number. Easy to say. So placing this function right after the add dot function, and let's start by a switch case. Switch case, classic. We have a variable OP. The variable OP contains the operator we found out previous tutorial by slicing the button name, and we have to check if OP is multiply. You know what? Take number 1, multiply by number 2, and break. Get out of the switch case brackets. 3 lines of code. Now we these 3 lines of code and copying and pasting them 3 more times, leaving us with 4 cases: multiply, divide, subtract, and add. And each one of the cases will add it. In case is divide, take number 1 and divide by number 2. If the case is subtraction, take number 1 and subtract by number 2. And if our case is addition, take number 1 and add number 2. Well, whatever the operation is, it's going to leave a default here. It could be the equal button. Default, just, you know what, break. You don't need to do anything. The equal button doesn't do anything, just get out. Now once we already found out what the result is, all it's left to do is display the result on the display window. That's already out of the brackets, out of the case, and let's go. Window underscore txt, that's the name of the text box we are currently using as a display window. .text, which means the property. Convert num1 into string. By the way, this also will leave num1 variable taken for the next operation. I made a mistake here. It's num2 equals not a number. It's easy to see. On the site, the code is corrected, needless to say. And let's see the result. We have a working calculator. 23 plus 2, 25. So sweet. Works. Alright, there's a couple more things to do before we deliver this calculator. Yes, I finished already. It's been submitted to widget box. It's being reviewed, it's been approved, and I'll be submitting to other places. A couple more things to do here is we'll have to tell the script that in case if we have an additional operation, check if the value on the window equals num1, so we know that we should clear the window and wait for an additional number for one more operation. Double bar you see on the screen is the same thing as OR, meaning that if the text on the display is 0, or this is when I pressing for a number, or the number on the screen is identical to the value of num1, erase what you have on the screen. We have two more situations to cover. The first situation is on adding dots. Yes, so suppose, as we said before, we have a clear window and the user does not enter a number, but he enters the dot. So the calculators, they don't show a single, you have to show the 0 dot, the rest up. So we have to tell Flash ActionScript, listen, if the user adds a dot straight out after we cleared the window, please make the courtesy of adding a 0 before placing the dot. And this is what we'll be doing now. That's what we're coding. And that's it. Sayware currently has over 7,000 and growing visitors. They come for the code, is extensively documented. They come to watch tutorials, and we don't tell stories here. This calculator is already completed, is being submitted, is being approved. Several severe sites will be doing a tutorial on that. I made a small, I left a parenthesis out, but as you can see below, we have a live demonstration of the calculator. It's flawless and it's working great. Thanks for watching my tutorial. I'll be making a few more, 2 more lessons on the pay sites so people can score some money out of ActionScript. Thanks for watching.